What if the most powerful AIs on Earth were already here, just hidden, humming quietly inside the world's biggest tech empires? You won't find them in glossy press releases or public research papers. They live behind digital vaults, running in secure data centers, before anyone outside those walls even knows they exist. And the few engineers who've seen what these systems can actually do aren't allowed to say a word. This isn't a science fiction thriller. It's a strategic secrecy driving a trillion-dollar AI arms race. Every major company, from OpenAI to Google to Anthropic, is locked in silent competition for control of the future. To them, information is as valuable as gold, and secrecy is the ultimate weapon. The strange part is, it's not always about hiding evil. It's about power, timing, and advantage. Hidden prototypes give a company months, sometimes years, of lead time before the rest of the world catches up. Entire markets can shift while the public still believes the technology is theoretical. But that secrecy comes with a price. These invisible systems are already shaping the tools we use, the news we read, even the emotions we express online, without our consent and often without our knowledge. So, what exactly are the tech giants building behind closed doors? And how much of it has already slipped quietly into our everyday lives? The answers aren't buried in rumor. They're carved into the strategies of the most powerful corporations on the planet. Behind every closely guarded server door lies a story of tension, innovation versus accountability. Secrecy in AI isn't new, but it's never been this consequential. Every company racing to build the next breakthrough stand at a crossroads. Reveal too much, and they risk giving away billion-dollar advantages. Reveal too little, and they risk losing public trust. The result? A culture of calculated silence. The competition among giants like Google, OpenAI, Meta, Anthropic, and xAI isn't merely about intelligence. It's about dominance. Inside their labs, unseen algorithms are trained on private data, fine-tuned to understand us better than we understand ourselves. When you hear an official announcement, it's usually months behind what's already running internally. But this isn't pure malice. It's the collision of three legitimate pressures. Competitive advantage. Why show your rivals a playbook? Regulatory ambiguity. Why invite oversight before you must? Safety and security. Why risk revealing tools that could be misused before protections exist? Still, secrecy reshapes the social contract between tech and society. As AIs evolve behind digital curtains, the public debates ghosts while the real systems quietly grow stronger. If these companies are this careful about what they show us, what are they afraid we might discover if we saw everything? Inside the secret corridors of big tech's AI divisions, research doesn't just happen. It's orchestrated like a covert mission. Code names replace project titles. Only select teams know the full picture. Every discovery is logged, encrypted, and compartmentalized. Workers sign agreements so strict they can't even discuss what they're not allowed to discuss. Why? Because inside those experiments lie the building blocks of the next digital revolution. Autonomous AI agents that plan and execute on their own, emotion-sensing models that can read tone and predict behavior, and even full-scale synthetic worlds where AIs simulate human society. To the engineers, secrecy means protection. To executives, it means leverage. Whoever controls these frontier models controls the next decade of global power, economics, defense, media, and influence. For the rest of us, it creates a blind spot. Systems we never see already shape hiring tools, recommendation feeds, and even political movements. Each breakthrough pushes AI further into invisibility. And beneath the silence sits one question that cuts through the noise. When progress hides itself, who keeps it accountable? The curtain lifts just slightly, and the scale of it takes your breath away. Behind classified programs, forgotten NDAs, and silent boardroom agreements, the frontier of artificial intelligence isn't theoretical anymore. It's operational, weaponized, and learning at speeds no human committee can match. Whistleblowers speak of internal versions far beyond what's public. AIs that write code autonomously, reason through complex problems, or analyze emotions across entire populations with precision. Defense contracts fund systems that can sift satellite imagery, predict logistics, and even recommend tactical decisions. These aren't public demos. They're classified deployments running on the world's most secure servers. Meanwhile, open source communities chase crumbs, reverse engineering leaks, testing benchmarks, guessing at secrets. It's science in the shadows. And every discovery fuels the same realization. Society is already coexisting with hidden intelligence. The public narrative trails reality by years. Because the truth is simple, these secret AI projects aren't coming. They're here, and the only thing more powerful than the code is the silence protecting it. So here's where it all comes together. The secrecy surrounding AI isn't evil in itself. It's a mirror reflecting just how high the stakes have become. Every hidden dataset, every classified lab, and every internal prototype represents power, economic, political, and even psychological. And once power concentrates, accountability tends to vanish. Still, a countervailing movement is rising. Independent audits, transparency laws, whistleblowers, and open source developers. They're proof that human curiosity fights back. Because secrecy without oversight doesn't just hide breakthroughs, it hides consequences. The real question now isn't what they're hiding. It's who gets to decide what stays hidden. Asterisk, that decision will shape the century far more than any single algorithm. Progress isn't the problem. Unchecked secrecy is. The systems learning in darkness today will guide decisions tomorrow. Whether they serve or manipulate us depends on how loudly we demand to see behind the glass. Stay curious. Stay skeptical. Keep asking who's writing the code behind your world. Because knowledge isn't just power, it's protection. And when it comes to AI, protecting truth might be the one code humanity still needs to debug.